इन्स्पायरिंग स्टोरी. असंच एक इन्स्पिरेशन भारताने जगाला दिलेलं आहे ते म्हणजे आयुर्वेद. वी हॅव टुडे संजय तांबेजी. ही इज अ डायरेक्टर ऑफ संतुलन आयुर्वेद. He is a postgraduate in computer science and masters in economics, but he manages Ayurved business in Europe. It doesn't need an introduction. He is also president of Indian Institute in Germany. He is a serial entrepreneur, very passionate about cross-border restructuring expertise for Indo-German ventures. He is a mentor. He's an investor in multiple innovation startups in food tech, be it medical technology, healthcare, e-commerce, be it from India, be it in Germany. And his family network in DSCH is well established because of he taking a lot of passionate interest into this. So I request Mr. Sanjay ji to share your thought with our forum. Over to you, Sanjay.
Sanjay ji, before you start, I would like to mention that Dr. Suyash Chauhan, जे counsel at Consulate General of India Munich, तेही आपल्यावर जॉईन झालेले आहेत. डॉक्टर सुयश चव्हाण हे सुद्धा MBBS MD करून नंतर इंडियन फॉरेन सर्व्हिस मध्ये जॉईन झालेले आहेत. वेलकम डॉक्टर चव्हाण. ओव्हर टू संजय जी.
थँक्यू. नमस्कार मित्रमंडळी. डॉक्टर अमित तेलंगजी, कॉन्सल जनरल ऑफ फ्रँकफर्ट. आनंद गणूजी, आय हॅव द प्लेजर टू मीट यू व्हर्च्युअली. माझ्या आधीच्या वक्त्यांनी डॉक्टर ऋषिकेश कुलकर्णी यांनी इतक्या अस्खलित मराठीत बोलल्यामुळे माझा जो विचार होता की मराठीत आपण थोडंसं बोलावं तो कॅन्सल केलेला आहे मी आणि आता इंग्लिशमध्ये बोलणार आहे. आय एम व्हेरी ऑनर्ड टू हॅव दिस अपॉर्च्युनिटी टू टॉक हिअर अमॉंगस्ट ऑल द Marathi community worldwide. Some of them I may be knowing personally, some of them I'm meeting today virtually, and I would like to keep in deep connect with all of you. I'm also basically from Pune. My father has moved to Karlas after I actually joined college. So I have not lived with him so much as I would have liked to, because Ayurveda is a way of life. Ayurveda has taught us to understand life in a very natural and healthy way. I was reading the Wikipedia definition of Ayurveda several times. I keep on watching it again and again if there is a correction. And I see that they mention that Ayurveda is an alternative, non-evidence-based, blah, blah, blah medicine. So it's not called medicine. Actually, they just say that it's a kind of a system. It is not a medicine at all. It cannot heal patients. So this is a very sad fact, but I don't want to talk about sad facts just now. I want to talk about positive ideas, opportunities, and what we can take away today from the Ayurveda as a subject in Germany, how we can use it for our business, entrepreneurship, and young generation who wants to do something in Ayurveda. I'm already a part of the International Day of Yoga, which is being celebrated in Germany, thanks to the Consulate General also of India. And I participated actively in International Day of Ayurveda also very recently. And that gives me an enormous pleasure also to participate in that, because that gives us an opportunity to showcase yoga and Ayurveda and such heritage sciences of India to Germany. Anyways, there is a big interest, but this is pushing us a lot. And I feel that this has been done very positively by the Indian government, that they have brought these kind of activities here very actively. And this is giving us again a big opportunity to participate in that. Now, if I have to speak a little bit about Ayurveda, we were thinking of giving a small couple of minutes for this. I see that Ayurveda is said as Dhanvantari Day. It is celebrated in India at least. I don't think it's a celebration of a day. It's a celebration of our life. So they say that the health which you get from the nature will keep you healthy for a long time, and it will also enable you to basically give back something to the nature which is there. So this is basically taught by my father, Dr. Balaji Tambe in Santulan. So it became like a pranic sustainable village, which was nominated by Expo 2000 in Hanover, making it an ideal concept for tomorrow's world, showcasing that you can actually have a sustainable concept by using Ayurveda in such a way that you can remain healthy and give health for other people. I am a living example of that. So I am spending almost 30 years of my life outside India, and still I have not only tried, but I've been successful in keeping Ayurveda in Germany alive, not only for myself, for making use of for me and family, but also to give back something to the people who want to understand Ayurveda in a way from the user's perspective. So I'm like a dummy Ayurveda user, which uses Ayurveda for its own benefit and to understand how people can use it, because many people have resistance against Ayurveda. In fact, many Indians I felt that they do not really honor or respect Ayurveda in a way I see Germans do that. So I try to become a mediator or a marketing coordinator who tries to give Ayurveda concepts to people so that they can understand it more better. Now I would like to actually go on 2-3 different things. One is what is the benefit of Ayurveda in today's times, like pandemic. Now we see that a lot of Germans and a lot of Indians also are looking at immunity boosting. So immunity boosting is the one aspect which is being focused on everywhere. So what we faced was that we started getting a lot of inquiries for different drinks, teas, and herbal mixtures called churnas, which are made from ginger and haldi, for example, turmeric. That is one positive thing. But you also see a lot of drinks which are made by Germans, which are being offered in supermarkets made from these prescriptions. So somehow we are not able to transport those original, authentic Ayurvedic recipes to a commercial product in Germany. This is one aspect which we can focus on as an entrepreneur. The second thing is the R&D, which can be a good part for. I was reading in the chat window that there are some questions about these kind of things where startups can be supported. So I feel that myself can also give some guidance to startups who want to do entrepreneurship in Germany, who can actually bring Ayurveda in a way that is not a traditional old science, but actually you can have very chic commercial Ayurvedic products which can help in today's world. Also, the younger generation, the families, the children, as well as the elder generation which is living here. So this is like a biotech technology sector for me, and I look at it as an engineer. Look at it in a way that Ayurveda is not only just some alchemist kind of science, but it's more a technological thing which you can actually communicate much proper to the Germans. The practical examples that I already mentioned are already like recipes involving ginger, ashwagandha, haldi, and all those things. So please try to kind of understand that we can use such R&D projects to bring these traditional herbs and spices for standardization here. The second thing is the education. So how can we teach our children right from the beginning what is Ayurveda, what is yoga? Even if the word Veda is in there, it has nothing to do with religion. It is more about the science of life. That is how it is understood. So that we can do. And the market spread and market entry can be done by means of funding. So let us get together and do some entrepreneurial activities which can give us more push to get Ayurveda here as a commercial way of products as well as commercial way of business. I'm very much open to that as a forum which we have started recently in Munich. We would like to also, it's called Indian Entrepreneur Forum, but it is doing different kinds of verticals. One is, of course, Ayurveda, medical technology belongs to that. I'm very much open to help with funding projects where we can get such ideas from the Marathi community as well as from the Indian community to benefit the business here. Not only in pandemic times. I know that the pandemic is going to be a little bit be with us, and Ayurveda has mentioned it for a long time that such pandemics will be there, and how we can still keep away from that without affecting our life negatively. So I'm very thankful to all of you, especially of course to Anand Ganuji and the technical team led by Madhav ji, and of course the other speakers who are there, honored speakers who are sharing their interesting stories to be here. Thank you. Jai Maharashtra.
Thank you, Sanjay ji. The mentoring has always been a core of Garje Marathi. So we do have a mentorship program, and I am so pleased to hear from you that you are open to mentor people, to guide people, to new entrepreneurs, to upcoming students, and so on. And that is core to us as well. So thank you so much for that. I will now move to our